Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm
Good
Corinne
morning.
Carpino, and I have Terry Jones and Lori Trumpet Williams with me. And today on Explore Mixed Media, we're still working on collage as story and structure, and we're putting together our papers. So last week we coffee stained a lot of papers and tried a lot of different techniques to do that. And today we're going to do mark making. And I wanted to try something different with mark making, and not using a brush, but using India inks. I found a whole set in my husband's closet of India inks. And I was like, yeah, we'll try that. And we'll use credit cards. I have a pipette. I've got a pencil with a string taped to it. I've got a quill pen. And let's just see what we can do with that as far as making marks. I'm going to use probably some of the coffee stain papers, and I have some other papers with me too. So ladies, you ready to add anything to add before we go down?
No,
No,
I'm looking forward to it.
I am
Okay, so
too.
I'm going to put my camera down and let's get started.
Right.
Do the same thing. Okay, come on, camera, go down. Okay,
All right.
okay. Yep,
So you can see I've got a piece of paper here and I've got all kinds of marks I was able to make on this coffee stain paper, which was my play paper to inspire me. And so let's grab a piece of paper. I have some new paper I'm going to try today. So Terry, you might use this. I probably won't pronounce it right. Yusugami.
yeah.
It's made by Yasutomo, and it's a high quality Japanese art paper. And it says it's lightly sized for ink, watercolor, collage, and printmaking.
I haven't used that recently. I
And
used it years ago.
I
But
okay,
yeah.
think that's what this is on. I have some of my coffee stains from
Mhm.
last week on that.
it's very thin.
Yes.
Um, and it was pricey. There's only 30 sheets in this pack.
Actually, this isn't that thin, so maybe it's not the same thing. It's the same company though.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I have the sketchbook paper from them that I use, the heavier raised paper. Now the sketchbook paper, when I tried it, um, it soaked in the ink a lot. It didn't really move too much. Um, so I'll probably stay away from that. So I'm just going to pick a color to start. I've got some colors here. Now, interestingly enough, I found out, because I don't use these a lot, with the India inks, like I tried yellow ochre and terracotta, and they are more opaque. And so I was looking for the more transparent ones. So I have black, I have turquoise, I've got Van Dyke brown, which I really like, and sepia. So I'm just going to start using a little bit of the Van Dyke brown. I'm going to use a pipette. So I'm going to put it in a little cup, or you could put the pipette right directly into the bottle. But I'm just going to put a little squeeze in a cup.
so you're using a piece of paper that's just plain to
Right
start with.
now, I'm just going to play.
Okay.
Um, but I can use anything. I can start on coffee stain paper. We're just gonna play. I'm just gonna take and pull some of this up in the pipette. Now I'm not gonna squeeze the pipette to start, and I'm gonna make marks. And there's ink on the outside of the pipette. I'm just kind of roll this around and make some marks. And then when I squeeze the pipette, of course, I'm going to get thicker lines and thinner lines. And so my goal is to just keep working and pulling. I can even pull what's in the thicker lines, of course. And my goal is to not lift my hand up and just kind of make little marks.
So which color did you use? That looks like a brown of some
It's
sort.
Van Dyke brown.
Oh, okay.
I can pull
I'm using
through.
the same one, so I must have the same set of India inks.
He
Mine
had
just
a
says
whole set,
brown.
like every color. I was like, oh my God.
Just says India ink. That's all it says on mine. But I will. So mine, so we're not using the pipette that comes with it.
Well, I wasn't, because I wanted to, but you could try that. I was trying to get some really thinner lines that I couldn't get
Yeah.
with the one that came with it.
Yeah, I can't get thinner lines with what's coming either.
Now, I will
so.
say, this is that new paper I'm trying. It is really sinking in a lot more than it did on my medical exam paper. So that's a good thing to know.
Well, I'm using, I think, the medical exam paper, and it also is sinking in. And you're not, or you're, interesting.
I'm trying not to squeeze that pipette too much. I'm just letting a little, kind of a little bit of ink out at a time and then pulling through it with the edge of the pipette.
Oh, yeah, mine's sinking, super sinking in.
So.
Thought it was, this might be tea bag paper.
So that's part of today, exploring how this works on our different papers.
Yeah, I think that this is tea bag paper, not medical exam. Because it's soaking in a lot. But then again, I can have fun.
I see somebody doing, oh, it must be Lori, oh, Terry, you're doing dots. I see that.
Yes, you know me and dots. Whoops, that's too big of a dot.
So I'm kind of thinking of when I'm doing my design, I think of, what kind of maybe designs or passages. Because, I'm into this whole natural kind of collages. Might I want to see in a collage? Or I could just use a small piece of this and create a passage somewhere.
Yeah, whatever paper that I'm using, which I think it is the tea bag paper, is soaking in a lot. And then it doesn't seem to give me really fine lines, but
And
it's,
Terry, Lori, what kind of paper are you using?
I'm using that same paper I was telling you. It is very thin. So see how it's soaking in? I got it on both sides.
yeah.
So I had a piece of copy paper underneath mine. And of course it's stuck to it.
And I'm just leaving the puppy pad, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
But I also switched to I have one of these little dotting tools.
I didn't think to get my dotting tool out. What a good idea.
Yeah, I
Right.
happened to see it when I
have them in all different sizes somewhere.
pulled some of the things out for today, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. That looks like it'll be fun.
I got a bunch of those. Of course.
Yeah, dotting tools are always fun.
You just have to dip it too often. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna try a piece of let's see. Must have some really lightweight paper here. Paper with the I didn't write down what this was, but I'm gonna try this. I think it's medical exam paper. Yeah, see on the medical exam paper, I can get much thinner lines. I can really move.
Yeah, that's what I thought I had was
it.
the medical exam paper.
Yeah.
But evidently,
Ooh, I like this one.
Yeah, it's sitting on top of it, so I can get much finer lines and I can move it a lot more.
I'm gonna scribble more on this one.
I can scribble with it, yeah.
yeah, I can, and this is the medical exam paper too, I think. I'm going off to the edge.
You know, guys, it seems to me like every week we go through this and we all seem to like the medical exam paper a lot.
I like it a lot. I haven't, I get, how do you like how it lays down?
I don't have a problem when I'm collaging with it. Is that what?
No, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Okay. I find I maybe it's whoever I bought it from, but I find I need to iron it before I collage.
It is, but I don't mind the wrinkles.
Oh,
So the wrinkles don't bother me.
so this though is mine is gone right through. Look what it went. I had this underneath
Yeah.
of it and it went right through again. but it is also staying on the surface a little better. I kind of was just playing. I love this brown with this and
I did too.
with the coffee stains.
Yeah, I know. That was the first color I pulled out to try yesterday, and I was like, oh,
Mhm.
look at this. Oh, it looks like a tree, like trees to me. I didn't even realize I was doing that.
Well, we all
And it
do
is
what we.
going through a little, but not as bad as that other
Yeah,
paper. See what
yeah.
that did. This just went through a little.
Well, and I think also I have less stuff in my pipette and I am holding it sideways. So
Yeah, I'm
less,
holding mine
uh,
sideways, so
right.
I'm just kind
Yeah.
of dragging it.
And less comes out when I
Mhm.
drag it sideways. So I'm liking that. But
Whoops,
this is fun.
I got more out than I wanted to, but
Now I'm going to use regular paper, regular copy paper. I'm sure it's going to soak
Whoa,
again.
I got a little carried away
all
there.
right, let's see what that does, Lori.
Okay,
know,
well,
I
I've
took
got
my-
these two, which I really like both of them. And I just like making interesting, very fluid marks or very random. And I like the pattern behind. I like really where we've got now I've got some pattern behind it in that other color. The three colors looks really pretty. So I'm going to put
You've got the
this.
coffee stain and the white.
Yeah, the coffee stains and the white. I like that.
Exactly.
So now I'm going to try a piece of copy paper with just something that is this. I don't know. I was pulling something off of something. You got this very, very bright.
I like this. I like it, definitely like it on the medical exam paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that the flow a lot on that.
Yeah, I will definitely use that in something. I'm gonna put that one aside to dry. And I definitely like it on the coffee stain paper.
Yes.
Must have a piece of something else here. Oh, this one's pretty. So I'm also gonna try while you play with that. Oh, that's a pretty piece of paper, Terry.
It's a pull off sheet from something that I
Mhm.
started, and I just thought that if I added some extra something to it, it's a regular copy paper. So
Mhm.
I was trying to see. So now I'm really curious too. I have a bunch of the the coffee stain here too.
Well, I was thinking about you because you had that thick coffee stain
Yeah, I don't know
coffee
how.
left, and I was thinking, well, you could use that for mark making.
Yeah, I don't know
A
whether.
little bit of acrylic, or excuse me, India ink on my plate because I need a flatter place to work. And I'm gonna take, this is hard for me because I have to kind of not try to try to control this. And I'm just gonna pull part of this string through it.
Oh, I see what you're
And I'm just
doing.
gonna hold it up and just kind of let it drag across and
Okay, so that's the string.
make whatever marks it's gonna make. And it's mostly, it's gonna be like hit or miss. Whether
Well,
it
I
hits.
made my string way too long then because I was thinking of doing another string.
Well, then
Just wrap it around.
do what you're thinking about doing.
Okay, well, I was thinking of um doing a
Oh, string pull?
string pull.
Sure.
Let's see what
That could
happens
be fun.
if I do a string pull. Well, you have to have something that, let me see if I,
Girls, I'm
Right.
gonna have to excuse myself for just a minute. Keep
That's
going.
fine. Go ahead. We'll just keep mark making.
Okay.
with
Right
whatever
there.
we've got, we can do that.
Yeah.
Trying to get this into, I'm trying not to waste a lot of ink.
Oh, well, what you're about to do is kind of messy, but that's a good idea what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm trying to get the, so I only have a really little tiny thing in here, so I'm trying to get it soaked in a cap. So we will see how this works.
I'm gonna switch.
Nessie's my middle name.
Mine too.
You look at my studio, you can see that
Okay.
Messi is my middle name.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you working on that string pull, Terry?
I haven't even gotten it saturated.
Okay.
So I'm working on getting it saturated first. Let's see what happens if I get it saturated. And then because it has to be, from what I understand,
It has to be really saturated,
it
right?
has to be really saturated in order for it to lay down, because otherwise it just kind of meanders around, but we will see. Okay, so hopefully I've got a saturated piece of string here. Oh my heavens, it's a little longer than I thought. I may be, okay. Well, I may have gotten carried away. Woo, come here, string. So now I am going to just kind of put this down through here. And then I have to put something on top of it, don't I?
You do, piece of cardboard, something heavy. We'll give you some,
Oh, it can't be just like this. Let's see.
I don't know, try it. Your hand's
I've
gonna
got-
get full of it.
Well, that's
That's
interesting.
cool.
My hands is going to get covered with things, but then I still have this string that's saturated.
Try it again, maybe it'll put off some.
Right. That's what I'm thinking that I might want to do. It's interesting what it did, but I think I need more string, more string. See, I love just putting the string down and watching it become, I don't even have to string pull it. I could just see how much of this crisscross can come through on all of this. I ended up getting to the point that I had money in my Amazon account because I had gotten enough supplies.
Oh, that's nice.
So I went and bought myself some new watercolor brushes.
Mm-hmm.
And so yesterday I got totally enamored in painting tiny little pictures because the watercolor brushes go so fine.
My daughters came to me and said they want to do ACEO cards.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, I'm
fun.
good at that.
Well, I think it's time for us to do another one of those in the Alcoholic Art Society, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so too. So
Fun.
this is fun. So for
Okay.
some reason mine's saying Zoom is not responding, that it's
No, we're all
crashing.
on here and it says that we're on YouTube.
Okay.
So
Yep. Don't believe it.
Beautiful mess here.
Cool.
I have a beautiful mess here, but I'm really quite enjoying it for what it
Yeah,
is.
same.
I have a gorgeous mess. Okay.
I'm gonna, just for the sake of time, I'm gonna move on to using my credit cards. So I have my cards cut up into different sizes, but I'm gonna use the long edge and I'm on the medical exam paper still. And I'm just gonna make some marks
See, I think for my
and make a pattern.
I can't seem to get my string to do like you're doing. My string just wants to, it doesn't want to move. Green.
Oh,
That's
Mine,
okay.
I did more straight lines
Yeah.
and I had to keep loading it.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm actually happy with what's happened with both of these pieces of paper. They're really interesting now.
Okay, I can come back to this. What's next?
I'm gonna take, I'm taking some more of my ink. I gotta get a little more ink on here.
Okay,
I've got it on my paper plate because I need to put my credit card in it. And so I'm just, you can use, I cut my card up into some smaller pieces. And I'm just gonna put the edge of the card in here, the same as, I've done it to alcohol ink actually. And I'm just gonna start to make some marks. Now you can make whatever kind of pattern you want.
Mm.
So I'm just gonna have to keep loading this. And then actually I'm gonna take a smaller piece,
whoa, 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 whoa.
kind of randomly make some marks around. And I have to remember to try to do random and not evenly spaced things, because that's, you want to go that other side of my brain wants it to be linear.
Okay,
I'm just gonna
okay, so it's on a
any
plate.
kind of pattern you want. I'm just kind of getting some pattern down here. And as long as you don't hold it in any place too long.
Right. That's what's happened to me. Is like I'm getting the spread, but I actually kind of like digging it for this, but it's on that paper again, that thin paper that I thought it was a rice paper because it doesn't say, or I can't read the Japanese rating on it.
You know what?
Is that the calligraphy paper that I get?
Let me see if I have it here next to me. I'll show
I
you.
have that thin rice paper.
That's it.
Yes.
I have something like that.
Yeah, that's Marie's that you have. Yeah.
The one that I have is actually too thin to really use on the gel plate.
It's referred to the internal label for the description, and there's no internal label. So.
Right.
So on this paper, I can't really drag the ink across because it's too thin. But I wonder, I should have a piece of like copy paper or something else in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this on a different paper. I mean, I don't hate this, but
Yeah, mine's not doing what I want to do. It's
I
not
wanted
dark
to do
enough.
something like this, and so I was able to on this paper because I really just tapped at it.
Okay.
But I also
Yeah,
want
this one's not my
see if I
favorite.
can get this to kind of, I'm pulling now kind of around in a, trying to pull it into a shape, but I'm not sure this paper is going to work.
well, it doesn't act at all like alcohol ink paper.
Doesn't what?
It doesn't act like alcohol ink on non-porous paper. That's what I was trying to
No,
do.
it doesn't.
Right, yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
But I can pull a little bit on this paper.
I like that too much. I'm gonna
get some pattern. So now I've just got a little bit on the edge of my card and I'm just pulling,
I'm looking for,
making a random pattern.
okay. See, this is so dark that I'm not sure this ink is dark enough.
And then I'm just gonna make a pattern off of this. Of course, now we're back into something that resembles a very abstract flower shape.
Well, you're a big tree person.
Trees and flowers. So for anybody who's watching, that's also part of the Alcohol Ink Art Society. We have Ink Smart.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And I figured out my painting.
What's it going to be?
I think I have it next to me. Let me look. So it's all about the breeze, right?
Right.
Nature in motion. So
Ooh, fabulous.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a very breezy sky and some water. This is more sunsetty.
Mm-hmm.
And some grasses growing in blowing in the breeze.
Cool. That
So,
looks wonderful.
And then towards the end of the month, I'll be doing a video on the YouTube channel. Basically it's gonna be using spring botanicals as a relief without
gel
Ooh.
plate
yeah.
or
Well,
just
I might do, but I have still have to record it, so I might end up having to do it all on the gel plate, but I'm gonna try without it first.
cool.
So it's
And
gonna
of
be a fun month for society.
It
And
is going to be a great month for society.
Of course, the other thing I can do here is I have a little bit of ink left in my cup. And I can, this gets more conventional feeling, but I can use my quill pen to just, whoops. I need more in there.
So I'm not even sure how to use a quill pen. I have these.
So it just loads sort of like, it's like a fountain pen.
Oh, okay.
So
And
you
you
just
just,
dip it into the ink and you get the ink stuck up in the back of it. That's where it kind of holds a little bit of it. And then you
okay.
hold it with the flat part on the top.
Okay.
And I can make, this paper is more porous, but I can make dots in these different sections. I think my pen might be dirty. I didn't wash it.
Oh, and the harder you press it down, the more ink comes out and
Yes.
and so if I press it down and then if it starts splitting, then it looks like I need to get more ink in it.
Or, yeah, I mean,
Okay.
if you can't, when you're pressing it down, at some point you're gonna run out.
Right. But you can make really wonderful fine lines in here.
Yes, so if I wanted to just make some fine lines and
So,
sort of
yeah.
or I can make thicker lines, and it really kind of depends on how hard I'm pushing down on this.
Right. So I can end up putting some more thinner designs
Right.
in here. But I think that the mistake that I've been making with the quill pen is that I haven't soaked it and I just put the tip in the paper and then
Yeah,
it doesn't.
I put the whole, that
Yep.
whole in.
Right. You have to put the whole thing in.
Yeah. And then I had this little paper that I made. I think
Well,
this is
that's
actually
fun.
sketchbook paper. I did this the last week with the coffee. And I can just kind
So
of
I have two size quill pens. The other thing that I do a lot is this is just a piece of, it was a piece of cherry that I got at the folk school. But I just, and then I had it sharpened. You can see there's a sharp.
yeah.
So I just use sticks. They're really fun to just make marks with, and it forces me to be really free kind of here because I I don't have a whole lot of control here.
I'm
I think
pretending to write. I'm pretending to write in cursive calligraphy.
Uh-huh.
Anybody young watching won't even know the difference, but it's fake.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
so
Like my daughters, they never learned cursive.
Your daughters have never learned cursive?
They don't teach you in school anymore.
my son
Yeah.
doesn't write. My son is 45 and he, for whatever reason, I think they still taught it when he went to school, but he never writes in cursive.
Well, most kids don't write in cursive, but what happens when you can't read the Declaration of Independence in its original form because it's written in cursive?
Good point.
It's like, hey guys. So I just have a kind of a brown pattern here on this that I'm just adding different things to. I also do at times.
I have this pattern in the paper and I'm just kind of going back into
Right.
the pattern.
So one of the things I also really like to do with India ink, and I don't know if I can do it here, if I even have a tool to do it with, is if I put it down, it also will kind of glaze out.
Yes.
So now I've got, I've just actually put another kind of mark.
Yes, I was
What do you
doing
mean glaze
that.
out?
I did that here with the
Oh, okay. That's what you're saying.
credit
Yeah.
card. I did just a swoosh over it and kind of added
Yes.
a glaze to it.
Okay. Got it.
Oh, Terry, we lost your camera. Laura, are you still with me?
I'm here.
Okay.
It looks like Terry lost the
Lost the connection.
She'll be back.
Yes. Okay, and guess what?
Oh, maybe not. It's time.
It's time.
All right.
It's 11:31.
Well, thank you, Corinne. This was fun.
Thanks. So hopefully we have a few more techniques to add to our bag as we create collage papers. And thank you everyone for joining us. We'll be here again next Friday morning and every Friday morning at 11. Please feel free, check out our website, exploremixmedia.com. And for just $7 a month, you can become a member and access just a year's worth of resources in there, a year's worth of private sessions, videos on all things mixed media, and get a private session with the three of us once a month for an hour and get a pre-recorded project every month. So hope to see you next Friday. Thanks so much for joining us. Thanks so much, Lori and Terry. It was fun.
Thanks. See you soon.
All right.